Hey, hey, welcome. Oh, already two. One person. Who is it? I couldn't
Luca?
see. I couldn't
It
see.
says Luca.
Luca. Okay, Luca. Welcome, Luca. Okay, so welcome to this live chat. I'm going to explain to you guys how to cook a couple of like three different dish from Japan. I wanted to make it like very simple, so we need basic, like very basic ingredients to do them and to cook them, and also it's very quick. So I wanted to find also ingredients that we can find like pretty much everywhere. I mean, some of you might be coming from, I don't know, wherever you come from, and I think those ingredients we targeted, you can pretty much find them anywhere. I guess so, apart some of them, but Yoko told me that, yeah, might still be possible to find them. Anyway, just wanted to say I made this video just because, well, I mean, I've made a survey before on my channel, so it is, I've posted on the community of my channel something talking about the fact that I was who is it?
Cayman Islands. Wow!
Ah,
I want to be in the
awesome.
Caribbean.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh man, that's so nice.
So yeah, on the community of the channel, I posted this survey asking
China.
of the China, yes. I've posted this survey asking you guys whether you wanted to see more, like whether it was no content, just a black screen, me running for an hour long, or
I
me
was going
giving.
for that one.
Yeah, you wanted me to do that. Me giving a funny cooking lesson, or talking about diving for an hour, or Japanese sceneries. And well, what happened is for a long time. Hey guys, cool. Hello, Charlotte. Yeah, for a long time, giving a cooking lesson is the one that was on the top. And then recently, I just realized for 1%, Japanese sceneries just took over it. So, but I mean, anyway, now we're here, everything's set, so I'm not gonna change this whole thing. There was. Hmm? Yeah. All right, guys. So let's get started with that, and we just have to move because it's a live chat with lots of movements. So here we go. I need to go around. Boom. All right. So here are our ingredients for each of them. So the chicken breasts are not present. We can't find, I mean, they're obviously in the fridge. I didn't want to leave them on the table. And we have here the ingredients for the Oyakodon, for the Shibuya Honey Toast, and for the Omurice. Omurice, yes. Oh, Jeremy is here watching us. Hey, Jeremy. The poor guy. Cool, thanks for being there. Okay. All right, I'm surprised you're awake, Jeremy. Normally you're sleeping at that time, aren't you? During these quarantine days. All right, so let's move around. Yoko, would you please move here? So I'm gonna start now by showing you guys how to cook the honey toast, the Shibuya honey toast. So the way, hey, please guys, do not, like, I'm going with the flow. I like cooking, right? I like to do that, but it's the first time that I'm showing it to people. I'm just not
Your head's chopped
used
off.
to that. Okay. So we've got here all our ingredients: bananas, strawberries, sugar, honey, a loaf of bread, salt, and butter. The reason I'm starting by the dessert is because we need to put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna start by that. And as it stays in the oven, we're gonna go for the what else we were going to go for? Oyakodon. So you're gonna look at Yoko because Yoko is going to be cooking the Oyakodon. I'm gonna be cooking the dessert and the Omurice. Okay, so let's get started. So we have here the loaf of bread, and what you want to do when you cook, when you start doing that, so you want to make it look like some sort of, I would call that a bucket. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But
Dig a hole into it.
Yes, correct. So how you want to do that to make it looks like perfect and not having to worry too much, you cut the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna go here now. Jesus, it's like so weird to feel like I'm cooking with you guys watching. Anyway, so I got the bottom here. And now what I want to do is I want to cut a square in it. Because what I'm going to do is, it's like I was saying, it's like a bucket. So we're going to fill it up with all the honey, ice cream, sugar.
Ice cream?
Yes, there will be some vanilla ice cream, Yoko. Alright, so now to cut it, I have to go inside here. That's not going to work. This knife is definitely not proper for that. Let's go with the other one. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. Now that I started with that one, I'm gonna keep going with that one. Yes. That one cuts definitely better. Okay. So I'm gonna try to do a good job as much as I can. Again, if you do that at home, be careful. Do not cut yourself. Okay. And I try to do the best as I can. Okay. So yes, this dessert, the Shibuya Honey Toast dessert doesn't really sound or look like quite Japanese, right? I think some of you might be wondering, and it is actually Japanese. Like the whole idea started in Shibuya. Shibuya is one of the famous street, I can say street. Would it be a street, Yoko?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of Tokyo. And so that's where it started, but like a long time ago. It was like 60 or 70 years ago. So now you can find that kind of dessert like in a lot of places around Japan. And it's really easy to cook and it's just delicious. Trust me, guys.
It's super sweet.
It is really sweet. Yoko doesn't like sweets, so yeah, it is really sweet. As you can see now, I've got like this square thingy here, got the bottom, and can you come a bit closer, Yoko? So when I put my bread back on it, as you can see, I've got like some sort of little buckets, bread buckets, and that's how it's going to work. So what do we do from now? We take the bread that's left and we try to make like small cubes with it. The thing is that bread,
it's almost like French toast.
Eh?
French toast?
I don't know if it's French toast, but
like soaked bread.
Yeah, it is like
sweet.
Very. I would recommend for you guys to take to use like bread that's a little more how would you call hard? Yeah, a bit hard. That one is really soft. I have to admit that I went this morning very early to get it in a store close to where we live, and that's the only bread they had. So, but it's going to be fine. I mean, once it's baked, cooked, it's going to be completely fine. So now that I got my cubes, look at the disaster. It's definitely not like the
pigeons.
best cubes. Yes, exactly. It's like pigeon cubes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move that to the cooking top.
Oh.
Here.
Oh.
Okay. I need to take a pan. I think the small one will definitely be better. So here we go. So we prepare first like some sort of little mixture with honey and butter. So to go with that, I'm taking just these two. If you want some measurement on how much you need to put, I would say
Dinner ideas. This is dessert.
yeah. This
But
is
we're gonna have two sort of dinner dishes coming up after this.
yes. So I just have to. Well, for those who just came after, I just started by that because it has to be in the oven for 20 minutes, so we have time. It's a live, so I don't want to be sitting next to you guys and just having to chat for like 20 minutes. So we just go with the flow. So I start with that first. Here we go. So I would say about 100 grams of butter. Okay, you just cut it in cubes as well. I have to. I have to.
Dessert for dinner's okay. It's shut down time.
It's like.
I reckon Tino's happy with that too. Dessert for dinner.
Yeah, I'm okay. Well, you know, I don't know if some of you guys are like more the type to be, how do you call, Yoko, for example, can definitely, she doesn't like sweets. But for her to eat sweets before dinner, for example, is something that's impossible. Me, I can just go back and forth, like sweet and sour, I can mix everything together. It just works fine.
Chocolate on rice, all good.
Nutella. Have you guys tried the Nutella Nutella rice? It's
No,
pretty good.
honestly, that's just like a nightmare. Oh, you're joking, right?
All right, this is definitely way too strong. So now I'm putting on the fire. Just put my cubes, butter cubes. So about 100 grams, I did not measure it. I might add a little bit, but about 100 grams. It also depends on how much bread you're going to use, because the thing is, what's the goal in the end is that you want to spread the mixture on the entire bread before you put it in the oven. So you just want to make sure that you have enough contents to just spread it all over, and if you don't have enough, then just go back. Like Yoko and I, when we cook, we just go with the flow, pretty much. But I give you a hint with 100 grams of butter. Okay, so here we go. Where's the I'm just gonna take a plastic spoon, right, to mix that. So you wanna, can you come a bit
Tina,
closer?
where's the
Yoko?
shamoji?
The shamoji? Ah, all right. So Yoko just
spoon,
mentioned.
honestly.
So Yoko just told me to use the shamoji. Is it a shamoji? That's not a shamoji. The
I don't
shamoji
know.
is for the rice. Yoko.
Maybe
Yoko
it's
actually
shamoji.
is the. I would say like out of all the Japanese people that I know, she's the less Japanese that I ever know. I mean, maybe one day she'll talk about herself a bit more, but she's definitely not. Every time I ask her something, I don't know if some of you have watched the video when I'm exploring around. I mean, I put, you know, like in the video, I put like well, this is a chair, like this is the zai isu and that sort of thing. Before all of these questions, I was asking Yoko, so what is that? I don't know. And I was going to another place. Hey, Yoko, how do you say that in Japanese? I don't know. It's like, yeah, I better rely on myself. And sometimes I actually know things more than she does. About Japan. All right, can you come a bit
Agreed.
closer? So now I'm gonna, so as you can see, like the butter is completely melted, and I'm just gonna add a bit of honey.
Oh my god, a bit? No.
Yes.
What?
And then what I do is I mix it properly. So the best is to, you can really add as much as you want. The thing is, it depends on how sweet you want it to be. So I would not recommend putting too much if you don't want it to be too sweet.
Did you mention it's salted butter?
Yes, I forgot to mention, it's definitely salted butter. Me, I always like this kind of sweet and sour. It's still going to be really sweet in the end, But you want, like, if you can go with the salted butter, it's definitely better.
Did you mention bananas and strawberries are gonna go in? It's gonna be even extra sweet.
All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour that. Definitely not anywhere else than on top of the sink. Up, and then I'm gonna use it to spread on my loaf of bread afterwards. Now, I need to just fry a little bit the cubes here, because that's going to be the, how do you call that? How would you call that? The filling? If you put it in back, the filling, right? So I'm gonna put back the cubes for the filling in this pan, and I'm just going to heat it up a little bit longer. And I want, of course, the cubes to be a little bit slightly fried. So I'm gonna wait, just move them around. If I feel like it's not enough, like I use the rest of the pan, but I can always add a little bit.
Sorry, your hand.
Hey, my hand is in
I'm
front,
not
sorry.
doing a good job.
So I'm just gonna add a tiny bit on it. Right? To just help go with it. And like now I'm just gonna wait until like it just turns, you know, like the nice color of a toasted bread, which will be
WB in the house. Ramon.
What is that?
WB?
What is that WB in the house?
Ramon is in the house.
Ramon is in the house. What does that mean? Please, Yoko, explain.
No,
enlighten me.
Ramon was his name. And then
Ramon.
he said WB in the house.
Okay. And what is
Thank
that
you,
for?
Charlotte. Hey?
What is that
He
for?
just said he's in the house. Oh, WB Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy in the
Wonder
house.
Boy is on the place. Is in the house. Ah, I know that. Oh.
I thought it sounded like a really funky dessert. Then I realized Tino was saying cubes, not pubes.
What?
Oh,
What is that? The comments are going crazy. I don't have any control on it.
Yeah, WB Wonder Boy. Sorry. Oh, Wonder
So
Kid.
anything?
Can't swim.
I just
Jeremy, you can't swim? Or is that a joke? Another joke.
Well, I have to be honest. Jeremy can sort of swim.
A little bit.
Yeah, something close
said
to swimming. But
Jeremy just said Tino to the save.
Tino to the what?
Save.
To the save.
I guess if Jeremy drowns, you'll be there to save him.
Yes, correct. Correct. He actually he had to be saved by Tim last time.
No.
Yeah, he had to. Had to be saved by Tim because he started a little bit feeling uncomfortable in the water. Me, I was unfortunately underwater and I couldn't
That's so
enjoy
funny.
looking at that moment. No, helping. That's what I should be saying, helping.
Jeremy.
So guys, you can come and then take a look. We've got our breads. They looks like pretty good.
It smells good.
It smells definitely good. I'm just gonna try not to catch on fire.
Jeremy just said, but that Spanish hottie though.
Oh man.
Saved him in the... What Spanish hottie?
Aye, Jeremy.
I need to hear about this story.
I don't know. Wait, let's get back to that.
What is it, Jeremy?
Let's get back
Jeremy?
to that. Let's get back
What's
to that
Spanish?
now.
You guys were perving on some Spanish hottie.
Okay, so here we've got the bread. I've got here to spread. Okay, so I'm just painting on my bread. Literally, I want it to absorb as much as possible. So let's talk about the Spanish hottie now. Jeremy, you're not nice. So how can I explain that? Well, there was this woman on the boat.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Who was, I don't know, who was like she liked to expose herself to show to the world how
what?
generous she could be everywhere. And
What do you mean?
I'm trying to be, I don't know, I'm trying to be smart in my words, but I'm not. I have
What
to
was
use
she
English.
showing?
I don't know. She was showing part of her body that was like interesting to Jeremy, definitely.
What, her boobs?
He loved it. Not her. Yeah, well, I didn't want to use boobs, but you just caught me by surprise. All right, so I have to talk with you guys, being funny, and at the same time try to do an okay job.
Skirp24 Brewski. Loving your videos. Are there diving spots anywhere near you now? Charlotte just said Jeremy really needed to be rescued. Barry says Wonder Kid's mum will find out. Yeah, you better watch it, Jeremy. Your mum might be watching this video. Dive spots around here.
Dive spots around here. Well, yes, there are some dive spots. So I'll just get back to the cooking now because dive spots. I'll talk about it right after that. So here I'm just making sure I go all over. I want the whole bread to have butter and like the mixture. Remember, for those who came in between, so it's butter and
Kick
honey
your bass.
mixed
Says,
together.
hello, sir. Ella, hi guys. You two are so funny. I have so much fun. Love watching you. That was Ella. Thank you.
Thank you for that beautiful message. Now getting back to the diving spots. Yes, we do have some dive spots here. Are they good? I don't think so. It depends on what you like. If you like to make bubbles, yeah, definitely it works. Like you can go underwater and make bubbles here. Now, if you really want to have a great time, that reminds me of my times where I was when I was working as a roofer in Switzerland. And no, so yeah, you can dive here. Not the best. Actually, if you're a diver, I would invite you to go on Yoko's page, on the Facebook page. It's called Frogfish Lovers. If you know what frogfish are, they're like funny, kind of funny fish. And she's a big fan of all of that, of these fish, and she has a page on Facebook that's running pretty well so far. And well, why do I talk about her page? And I'm gonna get there finally, is because
WB says, Tino, what's your favorite song?
in Japanese, in Japan, I will get back to the music, but in Japan, where we are, close to where we are, there's a spot about like 2 hours drive away from here, where you can actually see
Nothing.
where you can see like those frogfish, and they're quite interesting.
Where?
In Miyazaki.
It's only 2 hours.
It's 3 hours away from here.
What?
You guys see? She doesn't know anything about. I've been traveling a lot more than she did in her own country.
Charlotte says, I was referring to the scuba almost accident. What's that?
The
Scuba almost accident.
The scuba almost accident.
What, Jeremy almost went scuba diving?
No, he didn't try. He didn't try, actually. He didn't want to. He didn't feel. I think he didn't feel like trying with me. He felt insecure. Okay, I need to explain now. We're talking. So now I'm gonna put it to bake for about 20 minutes, and we get heat.
Yeah, how high?
Not bake. You can say.
No, but no, the
I
heat.
suck at English, so you can.
No. Big is no. I meant how high the heat.
The heat.
How high does the heat have to be?
All right. So the heat will be about 180. 170, 180, and you leave it for about 20 minutes. By the way, you can see our amazing oven. Yes,
it's a bit embarrassing, isn't it?
It's a bit. I'm gonna
It's a
hide this
Japanese
part,
style.
like, real quick. Well, the thing is in Japan, like, you know, you guys might be thinking that Japan has amazing technology, and it's true. Most of the technology comes from Japan, not most, but a big part of it. And the truth is, you go in Japanese houses, they don't have a washing machine, they don't have a microwave, they don't have an oven, they
Just
don't
don't
have
have
a laundry
space.
machine, because they don't have space. And also because it's just not in their habit. I guess they just...
No, they don't wash clothes and, you know.
They don't really wash.
Hi, Ross. Ross says, what's up, brother?
Hey, Ross! Jeez, you're awake? Ross is from the UK. He's watching us. He's always awake late, eh? Okay.
So our awesome ghetto oven here.
Yes. But actually it works well. We got it for $70. I'm gonna sell an Amazon product now. The link is in the description below. Just
Greetings from
feel free to go
lockdown
and
London,
just-
Ross says.
No. So yeah, actually it works pretty well. And it's good in Japan, but you guys must have like amazing ovens, and
Yeah.
I really envy you. It works for what we do, and honestly, we couldn't afford anything better. It was like, I don't know, everything better than that was like what, $400, $500?
Yes,
No,
but
no
the
way.
same size.
But the same time, it's true, eh? It's true.
4:30 in Oregon. How do you pronounce it? Oregon. Greetings from the Pacific. NW. What's NW?
NW New
Pacific.
Eh? I don't
Greetings from lockdown Canada.
know. Oh.
Scurb 24. Brooksy.
So I'm just gonna keep these
Northwest.
cubes.
Of course, NW.
That's supposed to be cubes.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt your conversation
I'm sorry.
with NW. It's so here we've got our cubes. They're ready. So all I have to do is I'm just gonna put them and reserve them on the side. Just a thing to say when you choose the... Oh, I forgot to say. For those, well, it's a bit late. I should have said it at the start, but I'm just gonna put at the end, if you guys ever want to cook that by yourself, even though it might take a bit long, but you could do a cook along, for example. You can go in the description below, and I'm gonna put like just the time in the video so that you guys can just go and then watch the part that interests you. So now it's your time. Yoko.
No, now coffee.
All right, coffee. Oh my God. I don't know. You guys.
I
mind
need coffee.
if we cook some coffee.
What's a
yes.
super chat? Kick Your Bass says no super chat available.
Well, sorry guys. Well, yeah. Jesse and Laura, I'm in touch with them, and he's been asking me too about whether his or her, she's been asking me or he's been asking me. I never know exactly who I'm talking to because they're like combined together, but I think I'm talking to him. Anyway, that was long for nothing. They asked me also about the super chat. You can't launch super chat unless you're monetized, because super chat has like a feature where you can get donations and stuff like that, and I have to be monetized to get that running. So that's why for now I started my Patreon on my YouTube channel thing. So that's the only way basically I can get anything out of what I'm doing now. Yeah, that's it. So let's get back now to the coffee thingy. So we've got like, hey, you guys might know I'm half Italian. So this is my Italian coffee machine thingy, and you guys might like, if you guys like it, just honestly get one. It's easy and it cooks the best, cooks the best coffee you would ever find. Actually, they were comparing those with like all the other machines you can find in the market, and it came right after, like the taste and everything, the flavors. It came right after the one that they use, you know, the big espresso machine they use, the massive one you see in some
Greetings
coffee.
from lockdown Dublin.
Hey!
Ella.
Hey!
Everyone's on lockdown, hey?
As you guys can see, I've got another one, and another one. I'm putting collecting them. So that's the truth. I got that from my mom. She's collecting them. They have some beautiful ones in Italy. You can get some with like, how do you call that? I forgot the name. Made out of
Ceramic?
ceramic, correct. Some made out of ceramic. It looks really old, traditional. It's beautiful, made in Italy. But they're hard to find because the factory is about to shut down really soon. Like actually, if it's not yet, I haven't checked yet, but they're about to shut down, unfortunately. I guess not enough people are using them. So the way it works, I'm putting some water in it, okay? I got here my little container for the coffee, grinded coffee. Put it here in it, like this. I have now my grinded coffee. It's very easy, you don't have to do much. I'm just taking here a spoon. It's funny because I'm turning it into like a cooking lesson, but in the end it's just Yoko and me wanting to drink some coffee. And because we're free, because it's a live chat and it's YouTube, and I'm not, I don't have anybody to tell me whether I can do it or not. I'm just feeling like it's alright, we can cook coffee. If you guys are bored, but I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. But okay, back to that. So as you can see, you've got here the water in here, and then we got the coffee. So what happens is we're going
Kikyo Bass is asking, what kind of coffee maker? What is it called?
It's an Italian coffee maker. You can just look, it's Bialetti, the name, Bialetti. You just put Bialetti on Amazon and it's gonna
How do you
pop
spell
up.
Bialetti?
B-I-A-L-E-T-I. T-T-I?
TTI.
T-T-I, I think.
There you go, Kikyo Bass.
All right, so here we go. So you got it like this. Just close, and what happens is with the heat, it's going to change into steam.
You're welcome.
Infuse in the coffee, and then come up here as
It's like magic, honestly.
And the truth, you know what? And that's what, if one of you gets it, never clean with soap. That's the rule.
Yed YD says, nice shave, not an east. Not an east. Oh, message retracted. I read it too soon.
It's alright. I'm okay with it.
Sorry.
So about the coffee maker.
Oh, not an easy task.
Yeah. So about the coffee maker, where was I? Jesus.
It's Italian.
Yes, it's Italian, and I was about to say something. I'm just gonna heat it up, and I'm gonna think about what I was going to say. I'm not gonna go crazy. Yes. So the beauty of it, and if some of you are Italian, you might know that the rule with that is you never clean it with soap. It's just because the entire coffee machine gets the flavor, the taste of coffee, and you don't want to mess that up with any soap. So you clean it you brush it with water and everything. What is
Ellis says, best coffee ever. I drink it every morning.
I know.
Well, Tino, you never told me not to wash it with soap, so I've been washing it with soap sometimes. I'm not even joking.
Well, but now you know it. All right.
That's hilarious.
So the only thing, great, Yoko, good job. The only thing now you have to do is you just wait for the noise. You're gonna hear like a little kind of thing, and it's gonna come up here. All right, now time for Yoko to be the star. Oh yeah. I'm turning over, and then Yoko, your turn. All right.
Gosh, well, I need a chopping board. I feel very uncomfortable.
Why?
With the thing in my face.
The thing in your face.
With the camera in my face.
Do you want some help? Do you want me to put that away? Wait, I'm gonna take that away. Some coffee action. You wanna get everything ready on the table? All right, so I'm just gonna show you guys the ingredients here. You do now the Oyakodon. Oyakodon, again, for those who came afterwards, we choose like really easy things to cook. with basic ingredients, and we tried to find ingredients that you guys could find anywhere else. So we've got 2 eggs, 1 onion. The chicken breast is over. Yoko seemed like I did something wrong because probably I didn't do it. But it's probably water because I just cleaned it. So yeah, so I'm gonna bring that to her. So 2 eggs. Where do you want it to be?
I'm doing it here.
Okay. All right.
What am I doing again? Oyakodon?
Yes. She didn't sleep well last night.
Alrighty.
All right.
I've got an onion and just chop it in half, eh?
Don't cut yourself.
All good.
All right.
All good.
So you were telling me, so she's going to chop also to cut the onions in little slices when I'm cooking because she told me that when I do it, it's not proper. So
Not
I don't
that
know what
it's
she
not
meant,
proper.
but
No, there's a really quick way to dice onions.
okay. So let's look at Yoko's
But
lesson.
I mean, anyway, with this one, you don't dice it; you just slice it. So it's much.
Again, we're cooking Oyakodon now. Hey, so you're. So you slice it nicely and then what, a full onion? A whole onion or
I
just
think
one?
for today's thing, we just need like.
Because online you've put for 3 people, hey?
Yeah.
So.
Really depends. I like to have lots of onion in there.
Okay, so that's one of the other things when you want to cook something like that, you might want to go with the flow and just add as much as you want if you want to add
Half
more.
is fine too.
Yeah.
But I reckon.
Like we were like talking yesterday and I was like, yeah, you know, they might want to know the exact measurements of everything if they want to try it themselves. And the thing is, she was like, yeah, but I always go with the feeling. That's how I learned from my mom, you know, like.
Oh, my eyes hurt.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
We look like it's the first time we're doing something like that, hey? I think we look like really not pro. Definitely not. But we actually cook at home. Trust me, we don't just buy like we actually never buy anything frozen. Rarely ever. The only thing, well, yeah. So.
Okay, that's good. I can't do any more because.
Aww.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Oh my goodness. That hurts, man. Jeez. Talk about strong onions. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, explain what you're doing. I mean, yeah, they
I'm
can
just
see.
putting it into this frying pan. Sorry guys, I'm not used to this whole thing like Tino is. Okay.
Not used to any of that, but.
Alright, yeah, putting it in, and then what we do here. Oh yeah, okay, right. Okay, we have mirin and sake. This is cooking sake.
Cooking sake.
And mirin.
But what is cooking sake?
It's sake to cook with. You know how like Western. It's boiling.
Oh yeah, the coffee is ready. Look, guys, wait, just a quick interruption. Ooh, oh, it's boiling a bit too much. Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
Well,
That's not something.
no, that's all I can show you. Let's get back, get that out of the pot. Up. Ooh, I can hear someone that's coming down.
All right, so let me just. Okay, I should turn it up.
Good morning, Natalie. We're filming.
Good morning, sweetie. Good morning.
She's not in the mood. She went back to sleep a little. Okay, let's get back to the cooking lesson.
So you know how for some Western dishes you use wine to cook sometimes,
Okay.
red wine. Okay, well Japanese people we use sake,
Okay.
alcohol. Okay, cooking booze.
Cooking booze. Is there any way to just replace it if they can find that ingredient? I doubt.
I don't think
Go
so.
with vodka. You can try vodka. No, actually, vodka is the one that's the closest to that
Well,
taste-wise.
let me just say, if you have an Asian market or a Japanese market, they will have this. 100%.
Your proximity Asian market lockdown / quarantine.
100%. 100, because it's such a, you use
Yeah,
it
it's
all
a
the
common
time.
thing with Chinese food and everything.
Alright, so this is the thing. I never measure it out. Okay, but you've got the onions in. It's going to sort of create the soup, you know? So I'm going to put about that much. And then you've got mirin. This too you'll have at the supermarket or the Asian markets for sure, 100%. And it's sort of like it's sort of sweet, but you cook it
If you guys
together.
go to an Asian market and you can't find it, just like message it back. It's just so funny.
Well, let's just say, okay, I've lived in the US, Canada, Australia.
Yeah, so that's right.
Everywhere, and they've always had it.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, the ratio is sort of like this: 2 sake to 1.
Okay.
2 to 1. So I've put about that much sake. I'm going to add
I think you've put like close to a glass of sake
maybe like that.
and half a glass of mirin, let's say.
All right. Yeah.
Something like that. Like a cup, a small cup.
A little bit of salt.
But as you
Like
can
two,
see,
maybe
it
two
really looks
pinches.
like a soup.
2 pinches perhaps of salt.
Okay.
And I like to use this to cook. Oh, I have to chop the chicken. Chicken. All right. Oh, geez, that's huge. All right, yeah. So we did say that you can use half, like a full chicken breast, but this is huge, like really big. For the amount of onion that you have
Come
there,
on.
I reckon about half.
Natalie loves to make weird noise in the morning when she wakes up.
Or maybe 2/3 of it, of the chicken breast. Again, it depends on
Natalie,
how much.
honestly. So now you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah. So, yeah. So like I said, depending on how much meat you want in there, you can just...
Yeah, I cut Yoko off with Natalie on the side, but I think... so yeah, like she was saying, slices, you slice
Little
it
cubes.
like little cubes. You can of course have them like bigger also.
You can, but with the oyakodon, you want the taste and the soup that we just made to sort of soak into the chicken. So if you have them too big, it's not as tasty.
Okay.
So you don't have to have them too small, but yeah, just you know, that's probably the biggest I would go. It's not cute. But...
Okay. So what do you do with that now?
And okay, let's
I'm
go.
gonna take the eggs with you. That way you don't have to come back. So eggs.
Eggs are at the very
And
end.
the shoyu.
Okay, so
Soy sauce. Shoyu soy sauce. Shoyu is in Japanese.
So as you noticed, I didn't fry the onion at all. It just straight into the pan, the cooking sake, the mirin, then you add the chicken in there.
Oh yeah. It already smells good. You guys, I can't smell it, but it really smells good. Really, definitely.
So with Japanese cooking, we use a lot of sake and mirin together, and with salt and soy sauce as well, which I'm going to add right now. A lot of the soy sauce that we find overseas is the kikkoman sauce. This is kikkoman too, but we have like many different ranges in Japan. The one overseas is very strong taste. This one's quite mild. So I'm going to put a little bit extra, but...
And Yoko is very picky when it comes to soy sauce. I thought my entire life that soy sauce was just soy sauce. And I learned with Yoko that soy sauce has it's like wine. You get some good wine, some bad wine. Soy sauce is definitely something you can get good and bad too.
Yeah. Alright, so... And here I sometimes just go with the color too, so it's a little bit light. Might put an extra squeeze
We're
in
definitely
there.
not pro.
Okay, so this is the thing. Okay?
You were saying you go with what? With the color? So if you guys are trying to cook it at home, that's the actual color, or are you planning to add some more to make it more colorful, or
No, it's sort of like a light brown color, you know.
light brown color?
So once
Yeah.
the chicken is cooked, then you can actually try the soupy part, and then you can add a little bit more salt and soy sauce and whatever you need
Okay.
to top it up. But like as I was saying, in Japanese cooking, we use these three are sort of like the staples plus salt, sugar as well. But the reason why I'm not actually adding in sugar is because mirin is already sweet. It's a bit sweet, so that takes care of the sugar part as well.
Okay.
And that sort of brings out the umami in Japanese food.
What
I don't know
is
if you've heard
umami? You need to explain what umami means.
There's no like a.
It
direct
sounds like
translation.
umai, like something sweet,
umai.
no? Yeah.
No, that's amai. Not
Well,
umai.
sometimes when I speak Japanese, people say umai, no?
Umai, that means you're good at Japanese.
Oh yeah, oh, that's good to know. Every time,
umai is
like
sort of
sometimes,
like
not
Johnson.
every time, but sometimes when I speak Japanese, I hear like, oh, umai. Well, Japanese people are just nice in general. They just like to be nice. So.
And you just let it sit.
You let it sit for how long?
Well, you're still cooking it. Well, you just want to make sure that the chicken's fully cooked.
Okay.
And then that's it for this part.
Okay.
And then
How about the egg?
It's cooked. Yeah,
Yes.
egg is at the very, very end. Egg is at the end just before you serve.
Okay.
Okay, so we just let it sit until it's all cooked.
Okay. So what are we supposed to do now?
A coffee?
Coffee.
How's that going?
And oh, great! That's
perfect.
just on time. So as you can see, wow, it looks beautiful. Oh my God, it's just great. It's going to be amazing. Looking forward to it. So Yoko, so
Yes.
we have to wait until you finish that or no?
For what? For the egg?
I think it would be good because I want to do the dessert really at the end.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah?
So let's just wait a few minutes. Let's just
So we let it rest, like she was saying, because she wants to make
it's cooking
sure
on low heat at the
it's
moment.
cooking on low heat. Like well, it's on the stand, so it's just not working well. But so we let it cook for a bit. We just make sure like everything, like especially the chicken gets cooked, and also it on slow cook, like the chicken is going to take all the taste of the mirin and the sake. I mean, Oyakodon is so good. I just love it, and it's so basic. Like it takes
Very
you,
easy.
it takes you like what 15 minutes. Like now we're talking and we're moving around and everything, but in reality it takes you like really almost nothing. It's the kind of thing and it's quite healthy. You just have a bit of egg, a bit of onions. Like it's just perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna get now back to my baking. So I need to get it out of the oven. Here we go. So I don't know if you guys are trying to send some message. I can't see what you guys are writing, so please do not mind and do not get upset. I'm just trying to film what I'm doing without burning myself. Oh, the top got a little bit burned, but a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. But it looks great. Oh, we're just like the homeless of kitchen, like really. I don't even have like proper mitts. You see? I'm using what I've got, but it works. And if some of you do the same thing, I did not call you homeless. I did not mean that. I was talking about me and Yoko. So now it looks like nice and a bit, yeah, as you can see, crunchy. But it's still because of the honey and everything. It's all nice and shiny. So I'm just gonna have to turn it like this. And then after that, we're going to put the topping in there. with everything. So it's going to be beautiful and really tasty. Trust me. I know someone over there on the lounge that's going to really enjoy it. So,
It's quite good.
it's quite good.
Yeah. It's quite
I-
good.
I think Natalie is filming too.
Yeah.
Are you trying to? I hope like. Oh, this
I might
girl.
just put.
She's filming us now. Look at that. With the other phone. All right. So
Okay, all good now.
all good. So, now it's
what
time
we
for
want
the
to
egg.
do, yeah, is just crack a couple of eggs.
Okay. Cool. So we crack the eggs.
Yep.
Natalie, what are you trying to do? Oh my god. Oh my god.
So,
All right. So what do you do again now?
so
Now, Natalie.
crack a couple of eggs.
Stop that now.
Okay, so this is sort of the Japanese way. We eat eggs raw. Like we love to eat eggs raw. But I know a lot of Western people do not like to do that.
Wait, Jill asked, it is not for breakfast. It is actually,
You
well,
can
you
have it.
could have it for
Japanese
breakfast.
people eat rice for breakfast.
Yes,
so-
exactly. So in Japan, there's no like sweet in the morning or like cheese or whatever. They actually go like the traditional breakfast in Japan is rice, miso shiru, like miso soup, and what else? Fish. All right, they eat fish in the morning. Sometimes salmon or what's the other one? Saba, which is mackerel. Mackerel.
Spanish mackerel, yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
But no, this is like something you can eat pretty much
Any
anytime.
day, anytime, any day.
Yeah.
Anytime. Okay, so I'm going to just pour.
Yeah,
it
that's really pro. Okay, you have to do it really nicely so that it looks good. So you have to spread all around to make it look amazing.
The reason why I have the chopsticks in there when I pour is because the eggs tend to just sort of come out all at once.
Okay.
So by having my chopsticks in there, it sort of prevents that, big.
That big. Okay.
Okay, so
Everybody understood you.
so this is what it's looking like. I'm going to probably turn the heat off in about like 30 seconds.
Okay, so we have to
'Cause I like
entertain
it.
you for this 30 seconds. What can we talk about?
I don't know.
About Natalie filming us and watching what she just did film. I think she's seeing us because Yoko now she's starting to make like English lessons for Japanese people. Lots of Japanese people are really looking now. It's like it's changing a lot in Japan, and they're really trying hard to get better at English. So it is actually something she's trying to do is to give like free lessons, English lessons on YouTube and Instagram. So she sees us. The whole reason of that talk is just to say Natalie sees us like filming ourselves a lot around. So I think like very soon we're gonna have a little kids around that age, they start with TikTok, no?
Oh gosh.
The
please
worst
not.
thing in the world, and no, we'll never let her go with
No.
anything like that. Trust me, guys,
Okay.
like that's not gonna happen.
Done.
All right, look at how beautiful that is. Oh my God.
So it's a
beautiful.
little bit runny
Good
on
job,
the
Yoko.
edges, but
Yoko's English is better than mine, and I'm an Aussie. Did you hear?
Yeah. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna just pour it over the rice like that.
Okay, that's nice.
It. Okay.
Well, the way they do it usually in Japan is they cover the whole thing so that
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
a
really
bit
see
deep.
the rice. That's a bit deep, it's not the proper bowl, but this is how it looks like once it's cooked. Good job, Yoko. Beautiful.
So having that
Yeah.
some sort of green garnish on top makes it perfect.
Yes,
It's a little
exactly.
bit the
Looks
color.
nice. And then here you've got the soup, which you can always pour a little bit in the rice to add some
Yeah.
taste to the rice. Especially us I would say us in general, foreigners, we like to add taste to rice when I'm not quite hungry.
Natalie.
I'll have some. Natalie, are you hungry?
親子丼で
No,
きた
actually,
よ。
I'm happy to try, but I'm just not hungry right now.
Come here. You want some brekkie?
Natalie, stop watching what we're doing. I mean, stop filming watching.
Come have some brekkie, sweetie. Brekkie.
Oh my god, yeah, it's good. So actually, that must be the best you did.
Really?
Yeah, I think being behind the camera helps. It's really good.
Okay, come on,
Natalie,
sweetie. Turn it
let's
off.
go. You want to try?
Brekkie time.
Huh? Time to eat.
親子丼.
Oh, how lucky you are.
It's
Okay.
hot.
Do you want to sit on the table?
No, thank you.
All right, no, Natalie. Now it's time to eat. All right, let's go to the cooking part, Yoko.
Okay.
All right.
Come sit on the table,
All right,
sweet.
guys.
At the
Sorry
table.
for that interruption.
At the table, sweets.
So now it's time to go. So we'll put that on the side because we're not going to use that right now. So I'll put that in a bowl. Where's the bowl? It's the thing with the live is like it's stressful. I'm like, I know that you guys are watching, so I don't want to be boring talking and doing my thing. So I just have to.
That's the.
It's the beauty of live. It's the beauty of live, but it's quite interesting to do, eh? Like I always say when I do a live, when I edit my videos normally, I can cut off everything that I think that doesn't make any sense. And actually, there are lots of things that I'm saying in my videos doesn't make any sense. So it's good to be able to edit. But now I just have to go with what I'm saying. Okay. So we've got. I'm just gonna give.
Do you not want this?
Hey?
You're just moving around like a bloody spastic person.
Wow.
Like back and forth.
Really? Sorry guys if I got you easy. Alright, so I got here. I'm just heating up the pan a little bit. Why do I do that? I don't know. Alright, let's get back to that. So where's the cutting board? Here, we have chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this other dish, we need to cut. We also need to cut to slice chicken. But I would say for that one, it really depends on how you want. Now we are starting the omurice. So the way it goes is you might want it in big little cubes, but I prefer to have it in very small, tiny pieces. So I just go like with really small slices. And of course, I'm going to cut that into pieces. So you can see that's about what you want for the omurice. You don't want it to be too big either.
One crazy nation just taking a glance.
Oh, he's
Think
there.
you can't wait to take a look at the whole video? I'm not sure.
One crazy nation. Yeah, it's Jessie and Laura.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi,
And
Jessie
it
and Laura.
might be
Oh,
Laura because...
Ella's asking about the coffee. Yeah, I just poured.
Okay, well, I'm slicing it, so she's gonna show you guys the coffee.
I don't know how to selfie myself.
Just selfie.
Yeah.
Just turn it around.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Well. Here it is. Is it filming, Tina? I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, I can only drink coffee with sugar and milk, so.
The coffee now is done. It's all nice.
Ah, it's so good.
Yes, it is. Really? Oh, thank you. Like, all right. Get back to my slices. I'm
Yeah.
taking way too much time. I've got to accelerate.
Yeah, don't chop your fingers off.
Chop my finger off. Actually, you guys might know and notice. I don't know if you noticed already. If you watched my videos, like I I'm very flimsy. And when I was flimsy, you don't say flimsy?
Shaky?
No, when it comes to I don't know, I cut myself all the time when it comes to the
Oops.
what do you say? To work. When I work as a, for example, when I used to work as a roofer, I would cut myself all the time because we work with steel and it's quite sharp, so you really have to watch out what you do. Okay, so I'm gonna
Let me do the onions real quick.
Yes. For those who came just in between, yes, Yoko doesn't want me to do the onions to show you how to do the onions.
No,
because I'm
just trust me. It's going to be a lot quicker than when you do it.
Okay. All right, Yoko has to do it.
I'm gonna cry again, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. I mean, no, not nice to see you cry, but nice for you to cook. There's a little bit of onion over there.
Yeah, no, but I can't use it. There's a reason for it.
Oh. She needs, so what do you need?
An onion.
Just an onion, okay.
Okay, so I'm sure some of you already know this, okay? So if you want to
So
dice...
she's gonna show you a slicing technique for
If you want
onion.
to dice an onion and be really quick about it.
Oh yeah, great!
Okay.
You're hiding your spoon.
So you've got... Alright, Natalie.
Natalie.
Okay, so you've got the bum side. Okay, I've just sliced off the other side first. And then you want to cut it in half from here. Don't chop off the bum side.
Natalie, is it yummy?
Yes.
You think mommy did a great job? Okay,
Thanks, sweetie.
good.
Okay, so...
So half
Yeah.
from the top,
And you see?
like this. Okay, good.
It's got the bum side. It
I see.
holds the onion together. That's why you want it. Okay, and then you cut parallel to the lines.
Where did my spoon go?
Okay, that's it.
Okay,
So it looks like this.
I
And
see.
then here's the magic. Like I said,
Yeah,
I'm sure some of you already know.
Yeah, well, what's funny is you were telling me, you know what? I'm gonna show you my technique because you think I actually took cooking lessons.
You actually
When
took
I was
cooking
at
lessons,
school.
and I remember you said to wash something
Oh,
oily.
don't say that, please.
And that was your same reason. I took cooking lessons. You know, when
Yes,
things are oily,
yes.
you have to use cold water, never hot water. And I'm like, what cooking
Yes,
lessons?
I know it
Okay,
was
done.
not right.
It took
Okay,
3 seconds.
here. I'm gonna show you how I learned it. Yes, I said something like completely.
One crazy says, I can't get it off my mind. Can't get what?
What? We couldn't read.
Can't get what off your mind?
So, yes, as Yoko was saying, I said something horrible, and I'm ashamed of it. I don't
The
know
French
why.
song. The French song.
Which French song?
Is it the counting one,
Ah! Yes.
Oh, yeah, on
French song
Instagram,
she's
yeah.
mentioning is on Instagram. It's
The singing one.
Petits hommes verts. Chantait une chanson. That's a school field kind of. It's a school field kind of song you sing when you're
Field
walking
trip?
around. Yeah, field trip. All right. So yeah, she mentioned it because I posted a video on Instagram recently with Natalie because I'm teaching Natalie some French and I'm trying to get her to know French. She's good at English, she's good at Japanese, so now we need to get her to go with French. Pretty hard. Okay, what I said when I used to actually be at school and learn how to cook, and I said something really bad. Is that
Jill's asking, what kind of knife are you using?
the Vivo?
I have no idea.
I think she's asking. No, it's made in China. You're probably asking because of the Japanese knives, the famous ones. The
well, no, they're too expensive. Good knives are really expensive.
Yeah, they are. Like the Japanese knives, they're just way too expensive. So I'm gonna so Yoko showed you her technique. So this is how I learned it. So
Oh my gosh.
you go one way like this.
Oof.
Well, that's the European way.
Well,
You learned it another way.
Am I gonna chop my fingers off or something?
No, come on. Ah, you like to.
Jill says it looks like it cuts real well.
It does.
Oh my gosh. Well, not honestly though. Tino?
No, it's
I mean-
actually the way I do it. Just let me.
That is
Like this.
scary.
No, it's not. And then look up. I go here, 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 here. Hey, it's not bad. Normally I do it better when I'm not watched by a couple of people. I mean a bunch of people. I don't know how many people are watching, but anyway. And then now I can slice like this. You see? It makes little nice cubes, and now it's my turn to cry. Oh. Oh no.
Well, that's a lot of onion though. We don't need that much onion.
We don't.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's Tino's turn to cry, everybody.
Yeah.
Why, Natalie, are you so happy about Tino's crying?
Because it's funny.
Oh, it's funny when I cry. Okay, I got you. I got you. Next time you cry, I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, apparently it's funny. All right. So now time. Once everything's sliced, I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in the pan. Again, what we're cooking now, because we're taking so much time, it's alive. For those who are watching afterwards,
Omurice.
they're going to feel like we're taking way too much time, maybe. But I mean, it's not the purpose. The purpose is if you guys want to learn how to cook something while listening to all the thing that we're saying at the same time. Otherwise, you might get like some recipes online where people are just being straightforward, and in 6 minutes you learn the same thing. So now let's go. So now I put the onions, and I'm gonna go on slow cook because I want the onions to start. How would you say in English? What's the word when you want the onions to? We say in
think
French
it's
revenir. Je fais revenir les
Caramelize?
oignons. Hey?
Caramelize? I don't know
Yeah,
though.
that might
Oh, Jill
sound like-
says I'm cooking with you. Vegan beans and cheese burritos.
Ah,
Yours looks
nice.
better. Vegan beans. What are vegan beans?
Vegan beans. I don't know. By the way, I want to say, if any of you tries what we're doing at home, afterwards or at any time,
Saute. One crazy. Thank you. Saute.
Saute.
Saute
Saute.
the,
Oh, thank you. So if any of you is actually cooking it later on, I would really appreciate for you guys to send me a picture of the results. Or even a video. I love actually getting a video from you guys, just a little video. You can send it on my Facebook or Instagram. It's the same name as YouTube. And you guys can just like, I would love to see. If you guys try it afterwards, like definitely it would be just lovely to get that. Okay, so let's get started. So now I just let it go. The way you know, for those who are cooking newbies, because I don't think, it doesn't seem like, it seems like people who are watching now are actually like pretty like way better than we are at cooking. But for newbies, what saute means is you just look,
Refried Mexican beans without any animal fat.
you just
Ooh, sounds delicious.
you just look at the cubes, like if you can come closer, and you just wait for it to become a little bit transparent. But be careful, you don't want it to burn, because the problem is with the onion, at any time, if you burn the onion, especially when that's the way you want it to be, like saute, if it burns at one point, it's going to take the taste, like it's going to cover the whole taste. So something that you just don't want. All right, so now
You can-
we get there, and I need to put the now chicken, as you see, right? So like this one is so easy, guys, to make. Like
Yeah,
really,
it's so
like,
easy.
Omurice, but I think in the States, I think you have Omurice restaurants. I think I remember. I don't know about the UK. I don't know about Australia, but I know that I have a friend who told me that in the States you can get omurice, which I was like pretty surprised because it's pretty Japanese still. I heard like about the history of the, well, again, it's forums, like you never know if it's completely true, but part of the history was the reason Japanese people have created omurice, but I don't know if it's true again, it might be just fake. It's because they wanted, for the Japanese people when they were fighting against Americans during Second War, they were like very skinny and tiny. It's the body type of Japanese people in general. So they sort of invented omurice so that they could gain fat more quickly and more easily because it has ketchup, it has lots of more fatty things. But I don't know how true that is again. I just don't want that to burn, so now I'm gonna put the slice off.
Sorry, a bit shaky here.
Well, you
Yeah.
are definitely better than me when it comes to shaking. Like you guys can see, some of you might be thinking that I have some sort of issues. Yeah, I've been looking like I'm just a handshaky type of person. Like I have been looking and consulting some doctors about it, and no one has been able to help me so far. So now I'm just gonna put a bit of salt on it. Yoko is looking at me like in a weird way.
No, it's
Probably
fine.
did put a bit too much salt. Alright, so I just want to...
Remember, you can never take salt out. You can always add more later. So
That's
don't
completely...
go over the top.
That's completely right. That's completely right.
Yum yum, Ross. Those look
Alright.
good.
So now I need to wait for the whole mixture to cook. After that, I'm just gonna add some rice, and you know what? It's going to be after that. It's the most pleasant part, is when I take the ketchup and I go over, because that's the whole beauty of making rice. It's actually a lot of ketchup because you put ketchup to cook with it, and you put ketchup afterwards on top for the decoration to make it look nice once the whole thing is together. By the way, I'm gonna try to make the egg as in the best way I can, but sometimes I just mess it up because it's a quite hard thing to do, so we'll try. So now I'm just getting some the eggs to get ready for when all of that is over. So I'm just gonna crack them all.
I would probably just go one.
One only?
Yeah. We don't have a pan big enough to make multiple.
I think Yoko two. No,
I've been
I prefer
making
to
it
go
with one.
two, like
Every time I make it, I do it with one.
yeah. Well, I'll go with two. All right, really, I'll go with two. Usually Yoko makes it. I've done that thing like maybe twice in my life, so I'm not the big pro.
Okay, one crazy. Have a good day at work. Thank you for
Take
dropping
care
in.
and thank you for joining. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You,
You too. You know, you're saying you too to me.
oh my god. So I'm just preparing this whole
You too. Take
mixture.
care. Oops. Let me sort of like sit down.
Again, like you can see, it takes a bit of time for the chicken to be cooked, but I don't want to stress things. Like I want it to be nice and tasty, and if you burn the onion, like no way, it's not good. So you just don't want to wait until it burns. So you prefer to go slow and make it so that it tastes really yummy. Actually, as you can see, like my slices are very big. I mean, the cubes are quite big. When Yoko makes it, she makes it like in very tiny, small pieces. I would say one way or another, it depends on how you want it to be. But the The cubes. the
Hello
small
from
cubes are good.
Minnesota. I'm liking the live cooking video. Everything's looking so good. Fun to watch you
Hey,
guys
thank
and
you.
relax after work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm just gonna cover it so that it cooks a bit faster. And I have a sip of coffee.
Can we set this?
I don't know if I've finished saying what I was saying, but guys, feel free if you try it at home. Any of this, the desserts, the omurice or the oyakodon, feel free to just send me a picture or a video afterwards on YouTube, on Facebook or Instagram. I would love to see really with a little message how you felt and if you actually liked it. I don't know, some of you might have had it already before in the past, so.
Oshkosh. Oshkosh. Wait, W-I is Wisconsin?
I don't know. Wisconsin.
That's where
maybe?
Jill is.
Okay. Okay. But you guys also, that's a thing I had to say recently to one of my
Yeah,
subscribers that has messaged me, who has been messaging me for a while. Sometimes you guys might say something in the live chat, and I apologize already in advance if you guys mentioned something I did not remember, or you message me, let's say you comment on one of my video about something that I might have said about you before, something like that. Just don't mind, because I'm first really bad at names. I tend to forget, and I might just not remember what we said or what we talked about. So please don't mind. It's not that I don't care, but people who are following me, I think it's amazing, and I think, like last time I did a live chat, like some of you said, oh, it's now it's still possible to talk to you and get in touch with you, and later if you get big,
Jill said, wait till you're 60.
Later, if you ever get big, like we might never be able to talk to you, and then I think I'm gonna try, if that ever happens, finger crossed, because I think I can't hide the fact that it's the dream of everybody on YouTube is to eventually get more subscribers, get bigger and everything. If that ever happens, I'm gonna do and try my best to be in touch with you guys in the best way I could, even still in the future. I think it's possible. There must be some ways. I mean, yes, it must be crazy.
Ross says, don't forget us when you get 1 million subscribers.
Oh yeah, Ross. I'm way far from that, Ross. By the way, Ross is also a YouTuber.
Ah.
He has a channel. Yeah. He has a channel.
Okay.
He makes videos about, I remember the city, if I remember well. I saw him in the city of England. In England, I think. Was it in England, London?
Yeah, he's in. I remember he's in London.
I think he is in London. Yeah. I think I remember. So, all right. So we're getting pretty.
London
close.
Tours. Ah.
Yes,
London
exactly.
Tours. Okay.
Yeah, London tours. And if I ever come to London, Ross, I would love to meet you. And I as I said before, I love England in general, and I love the British culture and everything. Not that I don't like any other countries, but if I ever had to live in Europe, I would love to. Back in
yes,
Europe,
for
I would
sure.
love to live in the UK. I would love to live in the States too. Like I want to go, maybe not living in the States, but definitely going in the States. That will be amazing. And Australia is eventually going to happen sometimes.
So
Guys,
tell
don't
Yoko
mind-
to bring me a nice Japanese girl.
Well,
Everyone
come over here,
asks.
they're waiting. Like lots of women here are just waiting for a nice British guy wanting to teach them some English and mingle around the coffee or something, All right, so and well, if you ever come to Japan, feel free to let me know, and we can always do something together. So here I add some rice in it. Here you want it to be like
Japanese population is in decline. I can help with that.
that's That's a good one. That's a good one.
Just go on a tour around Japan. The Japanese.
Well, I don't know if that's a good thing. Well, wait,
Populating
you mean
tool.
like they're on decline because of what's happening with the coronavirus, or do you mean like they're on decline in general?
Well,
Because
now it's an
I wanna make things
accelerated
clear,
pace,
because I didn't
eh?
laugh if it was a joke
It's an
about the
accelerated pace. In general, it's in decline.
Okay. Because we
No,
have
but-
to be careful, eh? Like not making fun of a situation that's not.
You have the ketchup.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to mix it first.
Yeah,
Everyone
no,
mix it.
can you hold?
Eh?
No, but
You get me the ketchup?
Yeah.
Thank you. So now I put the rice.
Don't let your weight. Don't let it go to waste. If you're already mixing, just put it in.
Okay, can I? Yeah. So now I've put the rice. I've put everything together. So all I got to do is now the beautiful part. Hop. Whoa. Oh my God. It's not open.
No, but there's an open one
Is
inside.
there an open one? Really?
Yeah.
I see. Well, but no, it's going to
But
be
finish it
less
off.
pleasurable to squeeze on that one. All right. Whoa. Right. You see, I told you it was going to be a farty one. No. I'm gonna use this one when
Naturally.
we are not. Hop. Oh, you've got my pleasure, Yoko. Hop.
Wow.
Quick. Hop. All right, time to go back. Ooh wee.
Oh yeah. No,
And
that's
just a
enough.
tick.
Really.
All right. And now what we want is we want to mix all of that
Would you prefer an omurice, Natalie?
to make it okay. So that's also the thing.
Okay. Wash your face.
So that's also the thing. Kids in Japan love omurice. Like it's sometimes I almost feel like it's a kid dish.
Ross, it is. It's good, Ross. It is like a kid's dish, yeah.
It is like, hey, but I mean we still enjoy it. Like you have actually okay. So that's the thing for those who wonder about Japan. You have actual restaurants in Japan. Well, no, you don't have actual restaurants. In Japan, basically, you have restaurants that cooks only one type of food. And it's like that for lots of things. I don't know, maybe for some of you around the world it might be the same thing and you might be like, what is he saying? Like, again, remember I'm from Europe, and in Europe, well, we we have restaurants, but usually they cook like sort of, they have a menu and then you have like sort of a list of things that you can order. Might have some pizza, they might have some, I mean, unless you go to a pizzeria where you're going, but even in a pizzeria you might get like different
So you're going a
things.
little bit crazy now.
Am I?
I think what Tino's trying to say here is they have restaurants that only serve omurice. And, the ingredients might be different, the sauce might be different, but everything on the menu is just omurice. Is that what you're trying to say? Or maybe not?
Correct, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you for your help. Alright, so as you can see now, everything's
Yeah, you
together,
can change.
Yoko. So it's just like the whole mixture, you have everything mixed together, and what I need to do is I need to get ready to be able to put it together. For Natalie, should I use the small pan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, because I'm gonna make, she ate like some Oyakodon already.
No,
Natalie,
she said she
by the time we
prefers the
finish, we'll
omurice.
find her as a bowl. Like, because she ate too much. So here we go. That's back here. Boom. Alright, so now it's the tricky part, and I'm gonna try and do my best really for you guys to see the best skills if I can. But it's a tough one. It's a really tough one with the egg, because what you want is you want to spread the egg with a fine slice of, not slice, but layer of egg. And you want also to play with the oil to make sure like it's not sticky too much to the pan. So I'm gonna have to add enough oil, and then do not hesitate when you do that part to, I'm so sorry, to add a little bit of oil to make it like not sticky to the pan. So I'm gonna put some oil now.
That's a lot.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
a lot.
Hearing to what you said, Yoko,
Oh, boy.
listening to what you said, it's by the way, for those who are watching, thanks so much, hey. I really appreciate it. It's a good help. I mean, the whole purpose of that video is for me to gain some watch time. It is definitely not the purpose of the channel to start some cooking lessons. As you can see, we're not pros, so... Alright, so now time to put the egg everywhere. Just a fine layer everywhere. Let's try. Oh, no, it's okay. Can go that way.
Oh, yeah, careful.
It's alright. And then, so now I'm waiting until it just cooks properly. That's the thing. In Japan, some people, like some of you might not like raw egg. Since I got in Japan, I'm eating raw egg almost every day. Like, really. First I got here, I found it disgusting. And then, I don't know, I saw everybody doing it. And now even the yolk, everything, like I could literally, at that
Natalie
point,
likes it
I
a bit
could
raw.
crack an egg into my mouth right now. No, don't ask me to do that. So, as I was saying, Japanese people like it a little bit raw, and Natalie loves it a bit raw, so you leave it that way. So now I'm gonna turn off the fire, okay? I'm trying to shake it around just to see that, you know, like it's not sticking at any point. And then now it's time for me to add a little bit of the mixture we did just before. Alright, I'm gonna try to just put it properly. Of course, like I was saying, like you can cook your omelette the way you want it to be, eh? Like you can add more or less like time to cook. Alright, so simple as that. And now what I do is I'm gonna just take chopsticks, as they're very useful when it comes to that sort of thing. And I'm just gonna come and take it back slowly and nicely back on it, like this. I've put a bit too much of rice, but I think it's still okay. Like sometimes in Japan, they're beautiful. Like you guys, they have amazing techniques here, hey? And especially it's in Japan, like they have this sort of culture. It's omotenashi, right, Yoko? It's omotenashi. It's everything you do has to be perfect. To the detail.
Presentation is
the presentation, everything has to be amazing, and it's definitely not what I did today. But let's get to now a plate, a nice plate. Natalie is already waiting to eat, and what I'm doing is I'm putting it nicely.
I would flip it upside down.
Okay, well, it's done. I can still.
No, it's okay. All good.
Hey, it's okay?
All good.
All right.
Usually when I do it, I make it
You
sort of.
flip it on the other.
I put it all the way to the edge, and then
so like I was saying, in Japan, they make it like close. You don't see any grain of rice coming out of the omelette. I'm definitely not quite there. but anyway, it's just a basic way. At the end, it's just presentation. If you want to make it that way, just try hard and you might be able to. And now the way we do the presentation, we definitely don't keep onions on the table like this.
Want to get the ketchup, sweetie?
We need some ketchup, hop, here, hop, and then the way they do the presentation is they're just going back and forth, making like some nice little thing, but I don't know how that's gonna come. Definitely not nice. No, stop laughing.
Well, kids sometimes like to do it themselves, and they draw like a smiley face, or they try to write words on it.
Yeah, and by the way, so that's the sauce I was talking about. So in the description below, you have the
bulldog sauce.
Bulldog sauce. It's a Japanese thing, bulldog sauce. I don't know if you can find it in the States,
Oh,
but
sorry.
Yoko
Oh,
told me
just-
that you can find the Yorkshire
Your
Worcestershire
Worcestershire. I don't know.
Worcestershire
But it's that
something sauce.
That
And
could
then-
replace it. Yeah.
And now I'm gonna go back.
Natalie, get your own spoon. Get your spoon.
Alright.
あ、いのだけど、ナタリさんまだ、
Alright,
まだ
so
目
here
洗
we
ってなくな
go.
い You!
Natalie, come over here. Come over here. And
Oh,
tell
yeah.
us what do you think about my omurice.
Brian, I was
It
curious what the
doesn't look
weather is
yummy.
like in January there. I'm laid off in the winter here and
looks
would love to
yummy.
see Japan. There's much to see of that time.
Okay.
January in Japan is probably one of the coldest months. February is quite cold as well. If you go down to Okinawa, of course, it's a little bit
Think
more
yourself when you
tropical.
talk, Yoko.
I need to stand. Sorry. Yeah, so January in Japan, it's quite cold.
Who asked this question?
I forgot his name.
Okay. No, it doesn't matter. Okay. I mean, it does matter, but
Sorry.
if you want to point it out, just do it.
It's -10. Oh, Brian, -10 degrees Fahrenheit. What's that? We go with we have Celsius here. So, for example, if you go up north to Hokkaido, I mean it's quite cold there. We've had like the Winter Olympics up in Hokkaido many times. You get powder snow and it's freezing. Where we are down south, it gets maybe the coldest might be like -1, but that rarely ever happens. It's just windy, cold, and bitter. We don't even get snow, so it's not that pleasant. And then if you go further down south to Okinawa, it's a little bit warmer, maybe like in how cold would Okinawa be? Like
Okinawa gets down to about 15 degrees on average.
yeah. So we're
It
talking
does
in
go
Celsius
like
here. So.
lower than that, but it's less. Like Okinawa is the only part of Japan that has actual tropical temperatures. Weather. And you can like Okinawa. I mean, for the people who are from the States, well, you might know Okinawa because it has like an historical side of it. That's a thing, and also the thing is there is an American base down there, and apparently a lot of expats are living down there. I actually have someone that I know. We are in touch. He's from the States. He used to work for them as a marine, and now he has a dive shop. He's owning a dive shop down in Okinawa. So diving, for those who are divers, go to Okinawa. The thing is that's the only downside of Okinawa is money. Like you're gonna have to spend some money. By the way,
But he's asking what would be best. So yeah, diving or go up north skiing. Those are
What
the two
would be
things you
best?
can do in January. In Japan, he's
in
asking.
January.
Yeah.
Skiing. I would
Yeah,
go
so
for
it's
skiing.
either or. Eh?
Yeah. No,
In
definitely.
January,
But
in winter in
but
Japan.
diving, the thing is, if you go diving, then you're gonna have to dive with like pretty thick suit. Like
So
it's
if you're a
cold,
big
the water.
winter sports fan, Brian, then going up north to Hokkaido would be the best.
Yeah.
And then visiting hot springs while you're there and eating delicious seafood.
Yes, they have amazing sushi up there.
What is it, Natalie?
It's just so good. It's
I have
probably.
no idea.
I mean, actually, a lot of Swiss people go up to Sapporo just to dive. Oh my god, to ski. Okay, so now time to start with the dessert part. So
Oysters, Jill says.
oysters. Okay, so for those who just came in between, we at the beginning of the video, if you want to start to do it yourself, I had to start because I had to bake that part. So you just get a loaf of bread, make a hole in it.
No
You
worries,
just-
Brian.
You just want to have it like a bucket, And what you do is once everything's set, you cut little pieces. Here we've got, oh my
Maybe
God. The
it's
chicken-
okay. Just
the
stay there.
chicken was,
Are you?
next to the, it's okay. I mean, we're not worried too much about having chicken, but it didn't touch anyway.
No.
So what you do is you take these parts, cut these in little cubes, you fry them in a pan in a mixture with a mixture, and then that's what we get. Anyway, if you want to see and know it, just watch the start of the video. So now it's time to get to the strawberry part of it. In that mixture, we're going to add some strawberries and bananas. Some people who are cooking it, they have many ways. The way, so again, the name of that thing is called the Shibuya Honey Toast. It's been going on for a while in Japan, for at least 50 or 60 years now. And you can make it in so many ways, with chocolate, whatever thing you want to have in it. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on the side here. Alright, here we go. So I got my strawberries. So the first thing I'm doing,
Gotta wash them too.
is I'm gonna just make sure I get like a few of them that I'm gonna cut into little cubes. In Japan, getting fruits is really hard. The fruits that you can get, it's not really hard. You can get them, but they're freaking expensive. It's really expensive. So we stick to strawberries. That is $4.50 for that thing. Okay. I don't know how much it's like in the States, but I'm pretty sure it must be cheaper than that. And but you're more than welcome to do the same thing with like blueberries, strawberries, and some other berries. All right. So now I just need to wash the board quick.
How's the omurice, Natalie? Natalie. Oh, okay.
But I wasn't that much hungry.
But what? Sorry?
I wasn't much hungry.
Oh, you weren't hungry much. Okay, well,
Okay.
no worries, Natalie.
So I got the strawberries. Yoko reminded me I need to
Please.
wash them a bit. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Then now I just do what we do with strawberries. We'd never eat that green part, obviously. So, remove all of that. I'm really excited. I love that dessert. And I'm really happy to share it with you guys. So, I'm just gonna cut it in little small pieces. I just want it to be nice in little cubes.
Yes, Jill, that's Natalie's little painting back there. I just really love that painting because Natalie, Ella says, "Hi Natalie, you're so beautiful."
What do you say?
What do you
Mamu?
say?
Thank you.
Aww. Aww.
Yeah, thank you, Ella and Jill. Yes, I really love that painting. Really love it. Hey Natalie, can you do more paintings like that?
I don't know.
Okay,
how
so
many-
now, sorry, Natalie,
Because
I've
I
cut
drew
you.
that when I was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, you were really
Okay, so as you
small.
can see, I'm not really slicing it like perfectly. Some of you might be even laughing on how I do it.
Can't wait for your
Probably.
channel to blow up. It's only a matter of time. Love the channel. Beastie Boy Gaming. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Beastie Boy?
Beastie Boy Gaming.
Beastie? Beastie Boy?
I think it said Beastie Boy Gaming.
Do you like, is it something referring to the Beastie Boys? I love the Beastie Boys.
Jill said you're very talented.
Okay, so Yoko, can you follow
Oh,
me?
yeah.
So now we get back, we just have a little part where we have to
Strawberries.
cook the strawberries, like some
Just
slices.
give me one thingy.
And me.
One.
Just gets. Oh,
Oh.
sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if we're gonna get any left.
Oh man, it's good. It's good.
All right, let's go. Up. So I put all the slices in together. Now, what I need to add is a little bit of sugar. Okay. So I put a bit of sugar. Natalie,
Natalie, be careful, sweetie.
you're more than welcome to act foolish later. We can make a little video together if you want. Another French one that we can post on Instagram.
Oh, I thought you were gonna eat it.
All right. So I got here the strawberries, the sliced one. I put a little bit of sugar and some honey.
Oh my
Yoko
God.
again is not really looking great because she's like, my God, that's a lot
Well,
of sugar.
let's just say this honey here is like ridiculously sweet.
It's Swiss honey.
It's not Swiss honey.
Oh.
It's actually not Swiss, Natalie. Unfortunately, I ate all the Swiss honey.
I remember your honey video, Jill says.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Booty, 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 booty.
Right, Natalie, please.
You know,
Just wait a little. Natalie, Babu, look at me. We're gonna make a video later, okay? But just wait a little. I just want to finish that video, okay? All right? Give me a high five. Give me a high five. Yay! Okay, so now I finish. I just want to
Ooh,
turn it nicely.
that looks good.
Yeah, caramelized. That's how we call it.
Oh, so that's caramelized.
Yes. And that's the heat is a bit too high.
And then we add some onions.
Yeah, definitely. It always goes well. I think if Yoko could, she would definitely add some onions. She doesn't like sweet. So I just go. By the way, guys, if you want to know an interesting fact, I cook my own jam. I learned from my mom, and I love to cook my own jam. So that reminds me of it. I love to cook jam. Are there any jam cooker maker watching me now? All right. Oh, it smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. Like, it's just great.
Ross says, nice homemade jam.
Yes. Okay, so now let's get.
Oh, I wish we could grow our own strawberries. Is it difficult to grow strawberries?
No, I'm in Switzerland. I used to grow strawberries with my mom. She used to grow them, and I used to just be happy
Just
to be
eat them?
around and eat them. But yes, you can. It's just a matter of.
Brian's asking, what flavor is your favorite jam? What flavor is your
Strawberry jam.
favorite jam?
It's easy.
I don't eat much jam,
I know,
unfortunately,
actually. Well,
because
what's the
it's
name
too
of,
sweet.
Coin in French. Do you remember the weird fruit we can find in Switzerland?
I don't
Oh my
remember.
God! I'm sorry, guys. I can't show you, but I love that jam too. We have a fruit in Switzerland that actually looks like a pear, and you can't eat it like this. Like you have to cook it some ways and add some sugar. But yeah, so the way it is, like, it's a thing that apparently you can find only in Switzerland, or I don't know, maybe in some other. No, I guess it's weird to say only in Switzerland. It's probably over Europe, I would say. And we tried to find it in Japan, but we couldn't. And I can't find the name in English. I've never been able to find the name in English. So if some of you might know of a jam that you can cook out of something that looks like a pear but can't be eaten like this raw and needs to be cooked, then please let us know. Now the thing is, as you like here, they're caramelized, not caramelized, but the little cubes fried. I just want to remind you guys, like, it's a very sweet thing, and personally I like sweet, but I do not mind having a little bit of salt in it. It really makes it sort of cuts a little bit the sweetness of the whole thing. Then, so how we do it, let's make it nice. Jesus, man.
Oh, it's a big mess when you cook three
Yes, it's
dishes.
a big mess, especially when you do it live and you don't have like like a whole how do you call that? A whole crew. behind
Varun
you to
Kumar is Natalie Tino's daughter.
That's a good question. That's a good question. What should we
That's-
say? Is she?
Well, not blood
No,
related.
She's not blood related to me. I'm her papa. I'm her stepfather.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go to that part. So we've got to put the bread in it, but I would start.
You put the bread in first, or you put everything in evenly, like?
No, you just sort of try to mix it a little bit.
Like
so I'm gonna
layers,
put a little
or-
bit of bread here. I'm gonna try to put a little bit of the strawberries. on
Where?
it. Just wait. Up the chip.
Oh gosh.
Not too much because if it just sinks all to the bottom, it's just not going to be nice. Add a little bit of breads more. Hop.
Do we have some bananas?
Yeah, wait.
Okay.
Hop. Strawberries.
Mm-mm.
Hop. Like this.
Hop, hop, guys. Hop, hop.
I'm a hop guy. Yes, definitely. Oh,
Ooh.
and then
Looks alright.
yes, and then here we've got just our bananas. So
Our
make
bananas.
it simple. Banana. Yoko, at the start of our relationship, she spent so much time trying to teach me how to say
What?
banana. No, banana.
It's a banana.
It's banana. I
Banana.
was saying banana.
Banana.
Banana with my French accent. Okay, so now let's put a little bit of banana inside. Okay, some more bread. Okay, that looks great. And now on top, wait.
Eh.
Up.
Oh. Hopla, guys. Hopla.
Oh yeah. Love to make fun of me with that.
Hopla, hop, hop.
Okay, and then oh yeah. Okay, and then now it's the very interesting part
Beastie
of it.
Boy. It's kind of like a deconstructed stuffed French toast. Yeah, this is that. I agree. It looks, when he started making it, I was like, it's sort of like French toast. Yeah. I've actually never had it, so. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, actually,
I
you know
sort of
what?
have
You have to be honest with everyone now, and telling them that you didn't even know that it was popular in Japan.
Yeah, I must admit I've never seen it, but I never go into, you know, like a
Sweet. You're not a
bakery
sweet
or.
hunter.
Wait, but you put the ice cream in now?
Yes. And then we're gonna put it in the freezer and just let it rest.
What, you freeze it?
No, it's just for now, Yoko.
Oh.
People, of course, when you dress it up, you just
You
but I
eat it
just-
now.
Yeah, just that's how you do it normally. No. Oh,
So if someone was
Smell like
making
some
this at
nice-
home, Tino,
yes,
they put the ice cream in and they eat it just like this?
yes, correct. The way you do
Okay.
it, like some people like to just cut slices as well, you know.
And then put ice cream on the side.
Exactly.
How do you cut slices?
Hmm?
Like slices
You
this
just-
way?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes, so that's definitely not good. Okay. Oh.
Oh.
So here we've got our
Hoppity
ice
hop hop.
cream. I'm the hop guy. Hop.
Up, hop.
All right, and then now, of course, if you have like anything to decorate, feel free.
Ross, 5-second rule. Not when Tino's feet have been touching the ground. The 5-second rule does not work.
All right, and then you decorate it the best way you can. I mean, you guys must have seen the what do you call the thumbnail? It definitely looks better than that. It was a picture I took online, so it wasn't from me, from my own hands. So as you can see, the difference is quite different. And why do I, Natalie, please. Natalie loves to make neat little noise. I think she learned it from me. She just like to.
Well, she's starting to do a little bit of beatboxing
now she's in
sometimes.
her beatbox career there.
That's so
I
funny.
like to do some beatbox too, so probably learned from me. All right, so that's what it is. The other thing is after that, of course, you're more than welcome to add a little bit more of honey, which I'm not going to do now because we're going to put all of that in the freezer to just let it rest, and we're gonna eat it later during, well, probably this evening or sometimes.
But the bread's gonna freeze.
It's a bit, no, it's fine. No, it's all
Okay.
good. Fridge.
A fridge.
Well, actually, I don't know with the ice cream. The ice cream might melt. But anyway, that's not any of their problem, I guess.
Sorry, I missed that. What Brian was it? I missed that message. Sorry.
So here we go. We've got our Shibuya honey toasted bread. Honey toast dessert. And this is very easy to make. Well, I did not choose probably the best bread to do it. I just had to do with what I got this morning when I went to the store. But anyway, it's going to probably be yummy. I'm looking forward to eat it, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
So,
Brian, I have the same question. Brian's curious on how you're going to slice that up. I've got the exact same question.
Well-
How do you slice it?
Natalie,
Bless you, bub.
what do you say? And
Excuse me.
maybe not on your food. Okay, so then we slice it like this, yeah.
But everything's
What's
gonna
the question?
fall. Everything's gonna fall out if you slice it that way?
Well, yes, but that's one of these desserts.
Oh,
that
so you eat
everything-
it. So basically, Brian, I think if you
It's
decide
not like
to
a
eat it, you
cake.
have to
doesn't
eat the
stay
whole
into
thing.
one piece. Yeah, of course not.
You have to eat the whole thing at once because it's just
Yeah.
gonna all fall apart.
Yes, you just take pieces and like this. And
I see.
also some people, so that's a way to do it with a bucket style where you sort of make the inside that way. I saw also some other people who are using like a thinner slice, like still quite thick, but a thinner slice than that. They don't dig a hole into it. They do the same thing, like putting the honey and butter and everything all around. You bake it still, and then you put just a massive bowl of ice cream on top, and it does
Okay,
the
so
job, the
by
trick.
thinnest slice, you mean not a tall.
Yeah, not like
Just-
that tall,
yeah.
like something like
Okay.
about that thick. And that's actually the first time that I ate it in Japan. It was that way. Yes. So maybe let's go over there and we can sit down and just sort of make a conclusion. How long is that video? I'm wondering.
It's really long.
It's really long, 2 hours.
It's 112 minutes so
112,
far.
so
Almost
close
2
to-
hours.
Close to 2 hours. Okay, let's go over there. And we're gonna-
That looks so delicious. Thank you for sharing all these wonderful recipes and how to make them. Jill, you're
I will
welcome.
sit down properly.
That's fast cooking. All right, Natalie. So Tina, you're better at setting
Yes,
this
I'm gonna
up than
sit
I
like
am.
that and say goodbye to everyone because it's about time. It took us quite a while. All right. Here we go. Okay. So, time to sit down. Well, so conclusion. Hope you guys enjoyed. We can't see what you're writing, so if at the moment you're messaging us or anything, we won't be able to see it, just so you know. You can still write it, I'll scroll down later. Now, I hope you enjoyed that sort of dish. It was just 2 dishes and 1 dessert. I think they're pretty easy. The goal was, I was really trying to think as much as I could to try to make something easy for you guys to reproduce at home if you wanted to, if you ever think of it. Some of you might have just watched us just because you're bored and then you needed to kill the time, and thanks so much for that. That's awesome. The purpose of making this live was what I did at the start, like in the community. I wanted to make a video to increase my watch time. By the way, I need to update you guys that I'm really close to it, and I'm quite surprised about it because I gained, like in a week or so, I gained almost 300 or 400 hours of watch time, and I'm actually wondering if what some of you have done, like some of you used to message me saying, "Oh, I've watched the videos many times and everything." Maybe it might have worked. I don't know. Maybe in the end it might have worked because it seems like I gained a lot of watch time in like a week, which was amazing. I was like, wow. So now I need like 350 hours to go, which is, I guess with that video, it's going to be so short. I'm going to be monetized very soon. Again, being monetized doesn't mean that I'm going to be flush on cash, but it just, to myself, it represents and means a lot, because it means that from now on, if I ever make a video that, let's say, go viral for some reasons, because it could, you know, I'm trying to, that's one of the goals you do as a YouTuber, you're trying to make videos that represents you, but also videos that could interest a lot of people. And it could happen, and if it ever happens after I'm being monetized, then it's not going to be a loss. I might be able to earn a little bit of something out of what I would do in that video or something. So it's a really good and interesting goal for me to reach, and I'm really quite happy. Yoko, at one point I was a bit, when I got back in Japan, I had a bit of a hard time to figure things out, to know exactly where to go, how to do it. As much as I love Japan, I want to stand out. I don't want to do what others are doing. I just try to stand out as much as I can. But the other thing is there's a language barrier that kind of makes things also hard for me, because yes, I speak some Japanese, but definitely not well and good enough to, for example, do some interviews. You know, interviewing someone is kind of requires like a proper Japanese, and I'm definitely not quite there. So I would say I finally figured things out, and I'm getting there, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy all of that. Let's not talk forever. I tend to talk too much. She always tells me that I talk too much. Maybe that's why I'm doing YouTube. I can sort of release some of the extra energy that I got. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I like the interaction that you guys had with us, and I'll be posting a video very soon. I'll try my best to post one on Thursday because I'm quite busy these days. I'll do my best. I really want to stick to this Thursday, Monday, Thursday, Monday, Thursday, Monday, but it's just still quite hard sometimes to do now that I'm working. Anyway, thank you so much. We'll end the chat there, the live stream, chat, whatever. And Yoko seemed to be quite happy to end the chat. She's a bit tired.
No, I had a really good time, but your speech is a bit. It's a bit long.
All right.
No, but I had a really good time. Thank you so much, guys.
What do you do, Babu? Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye guys. Bye bye. Hope you stay safe. Thank you, Brian.